Hi everyone, Philosopher Games here, and we're doing another box opening with the Secret Lair, the Unfathomable Crushing Brutality basic lands. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we go, open up the first box, one of two, and then we have this tissue paper here right after that. All right, so let's see what we got here. There we go. So we have our extra card there at the bottom. We'll save that for later. Let's take a look at these basic lands. So they come in a couple layers of protection now. So we have this plastic on the outside. Let's take that off. And then we have them in a little plastic bag after that. So let's clear this up here and take a look at these beautiful basics. So planes up on the top there. Let's open these up and look at the rest of them. Maybe. There we go. Basic planes are basic island. Swamp. I think swamp is my favorite of all of these. And I'll describe why in just a moment, but then we also have our mountain, and finally a basic forest. So ultimately, I think these are really cool. They are super unique cards with a very unique art that we're unlikely to see again anytime soon. What I wish they did for the forest and plains and island and mountain is just maybe do a little tent for the white, not to be entirely white, but have a tent of green here for the forest filter over it, just to make them look a little bit more like the lands. But that's just I think a lot of people disagree with me like that and just really like the very simplistic white on black look here. But overall, and I think that's why I like the swamp the best, because this color scheme here works with the swamp, right? Black, primarily black for a swamp makes sense. But of course, that's supposed to crush in brutality, so it's supposed to be, very metal and such. And so some people sure will disagree. It's a matter of taste. But overall, I think they're really cool. If they're just slightly tinted, maybe I can get a tinted sleeve to put over them or something. I would like them a little bit better. But yeah, it's a great set. Let's take a look at what our extra card was here. So let me clean this up first. Something else I mentioned real quick is that they did give the put the little stamp there at the bottom. Having some camera focusing issues today. There we go. And with the rare symbol. So if you're making an all rare deck and you want rare basics, so there you go. There you have an option through these secret layers. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got for our extra card here. So let's see how easy it comes out, and it comes out really easily. Actually, the last one I opened does have some glue on it. It looks up here on the top, but it doesn't. It wasn't actually attached. But actually, I prefer that. I've mentioned previously that I've had issues where the glue was stuck too much on the bottom. It looks like they actually had an error where the glue was placed there at the top of the bag, but that ended up working fine for me. But yeah, I've had issues previously where the glue was just way too hard, stuck way too hard at the bottom, and I was afraid of actually damaging the card trying to get it out. But this was fine. Look, so we have the eyeball Jumpstart foil land, and so the Jumpstart lands in the set didn't come in foil, and so they are giving an option to, well, this is the only way you can get foils from them, is randomly through these from the secret layers now. And let me bring this up here. The what I found out based on last time when I opened up a Jumpstart foil land last time, I was kind of excited and thinking that, well, hey, maybe they're printing all of the Jumpstart cards in foil and having them randomly in these secret layers. That's not the case. I guess it's all just the basic lands here, which is fine. You know, still pretty cool. There's a lot of interesting basic lands. Remember from Jumpstart, they're usually aligned with a creature type of some sort. So we have a dogs and unicorn, and this one here, let's see, the number is 561. So this is the witchcraft one. So the eyeball one is the witchcraft one. You kind of see the first switch back to, I guess that makes sense. Maybe this is like a cauldron going on here, but we have some hands sticking out of there, a giant eyeball in there. And so something I'm not sure of, so if we switch back over to the list here, is previously, so I'm not sure if these are retired or not. So previously they came with one of the stained glass versions of these different planeswalkers. And they would tie them, they would, you know, if your secret layer was mono black themed, then usually there would be a planeswalker that had black in it. It might be a multicolored one, but at least had black in it. It doesn't seem like they're, now this time it worked out. The Crushing Brutality, I think the swamp matches there, but really any of them would match because it's basic lands. But previously, when the Valentine one, I got a forest, and that was a Boris one. So it doesn't seem like, it seems like maybe they've just switched all over. We'll see when I open other ones. It might be just all these basic lands now for the for the secret layers for right now until they switch to another list. But who knows? Maybe there's some other planeswalkers and stuff thrown in there as well. We'll just have to see. One other thing that I'll mention, going back to the Jumpstart lands here, some of them are actually worth money, especially the Phyrexian one. And so I would assume that's the chase foil random one that you'd want to find in these secret layers. Some of the other ones are worth a few bucks, maybe $1 here, $1 there. But I'm sure this is the one that's going to be the chase basic, you know, of this set. But you know, the one we got here, the market value is around $1, so it's not terrible. A lot of them aren't worth, you know, they're just worth basic land prices. So we at least got a foil one that's worth more than the average basic land. So who knows what these prices for these foils will end up being, because once again, the supply, I'm assuming, is going to be much more limited than a normal foil land supply, since you know, you only get them in these secret layers. So we'll just have to see. Right now, they just aren't listed anywhere that I can find, at least on TCG Player or anything like that. It seems like they're too new to be listed, but I'm sure we'll see them soon, and we'll see what the prices are in the future. All right, well, that's all for this secret layer. We'll see you next time for future box openings and other random things in the future.